Hey everybody, welcome in. Will Myers, the founder of the Myers Impact Team, and today I would like to present a case study to you with my client Marsha. Now Marsha went from feeling 69 years old to 69 years strong. As an outdoor enthusiast and an outdoor runner for years, many years of her life, she was focused on building the muscles of her lower body, not really thinking about everything else. When she came across my program, not only was a friend doing it already, but the friend was having success. She then decided, how can I make this happen for myself? It's been an incredible honor teaching her and seeing her get stronger, talking about going down the slopes skiing and flying past people twice her age. I love hearing how strong she's gotten, and not only now where she's at, but where she's looking to go. After the interview, I'll come back on and talk to you real quick about how you can also achieve these same results by getting involved with my team and accepting this opportunity and this challenge for you to come in the best health of your life. It's time for you to experience optimal health. Enjoy the interview, and again afterwards I'll pop back on and chat, but thanks for joining, and I'll see you soon. Hello everyone, welcome in. Will Myers, the Myers Impact Team, and today I'm here with Marsha, and she is actually going to share how joining my program she has been successful and what it has done for her. So Marsha, thank you for coming on.
It's a pleasure to be here, Will. Always a pleasure to work with you, be it on the floor exercises or sitting in a chair talking about your marvelous class. Yeah. So you wanted me to say a couple of things about myself, just to, yeah. I was going to say, as you can maybe tell from the hair, I'm not, a super young person. I'm turning 69 next month. But I really feel 69 years strong as a result of your class, and I'll elaborate on that more later. But just to sort of give some background, I am retired at this point in my life. A couple of years ago, I retired from a long career in international development, which involved a lot of traveling around the world to many different countries and doing work with a lot of wonderful people. And I did feel it was time to pull back from that and pursue, more in a full-time way, a passion that has been part of my life too, which is working in pottery or ceramics. So I do that every other day or so. It's a physically demanding pastime or passion, and so it definitely feeds into sort of why I felt like I needed to have an exercise routine, much like you provide. And, we can talk more about that as we move through your questions. One other thing I'll say is that I've always been very physically active. I used to be a long distance runner, including doing mini marathons, and I love hiking. I like downhill skiing and cross-country skiing, cycling. So in particular, I would say hiking at this point in my life, is something that I look forward to and make trips around the world to pursue. So.
It sounds like you've kind of tried a little bit of everything, and now it's really about building that better quality of life, which I'm happy to be a part of. So when we think about when we started or prior to joining the program, what would you say was your main problem or main issue?
I would say two things. One is that I did spend a lot of years working only part of my body. When you're a long distance runner, you feel like you're healthy. But if you are really mostly running, you're not working things above your hip bone. And I had kind of just fallen into a pattern of doing, I guess you'd say a lot of cardio, but not a lot of strength training and a lot of other things that your program offers. And so talking to some friends, I realized that, I probably needed a more balanced kind of workout and focus to my fitness program. The other thing is that I think that I didn't really have a gym that impressed me. I was going to a local gym, but, there was nothing particularly, impressive about it. I mean, I won't say any more than that. It wasn't a terrible gym or anything, but it just wasn't something that sort of drew me in and made me want to, to sign up and pursue a lot of different classes there. And plus it was an issue with, just being able to get to the gym and in a timely way with rush hour traffic and all the other, kinds of things that come up in a metropolitan area. So.
Sounds like commute, sounds like challenge. I kind of try to think of what are some things that may have swayed you to come join the program here versus going other places. Kind of sounds like convenience was one as well. But what are something else that you think really helped you decide to join the program here versus another program?
Well, I will tell you there are two things. One is that somebody who was already in the program and is a trusted friend of mine talked to me a lot about the program. And I actually even saw, the change that, sort of that she went through working with you, and heard her listen to what the program was all about. She encouraged me to try it. You gave me the ability to come on and join for, a few classes to see what it was like. And if it was something that I thought I would want to be a part of, in a committed way. And so I think the timing of that was very instrumental. It also coincided with COVID. So in some respects, I mean, this was like a golden egg that was just sort of, plopped down in my living room here. I mean, it just all came together. Because during COVID, I was going out and either walking or riding my bike. And then I was kind of getting tired of that. And sometimes I would go online and try to just open up, these free Zoom classes, people I didn't really know, and, just take advantage of what was being offered out there on the internet. And the problem with that is, you don't know how good the quality is. It's kind of, hit or miss. And, so, and it requires discipline on my part, which I needed something different to help me be more disciplined.
Was there anything in particular about my program that really helped you? That, like, why was it so effective for you?
Okay, I got a long list on this one. Well, I hope we have time.
Yeah.
Okay, there are so many things that I can say about this program that I have found to be amazing. And one is that it is extremely well organized in terms of the focus on the total body. I just have never encountered a program that was so balanced about, trying to make sure that every part of the body was worked in a systematic way across a week, looking at a week as the framework, the time framework, and feeling that by the end of the week, I had worked my upper body, my core, my legs. And it's not that you isolate those, on different days, but there is an emphasis to each of those on 3 days of the week. And then, we have everything else, put in there with, that supports the, the sort of more targeted work that's being done. The stretching, the warm-up cardio, all of the bookends to the sort of main piece of that workout, the main focus of that workout. I would say that helping me understand how the muscles and tendons and other parts of my body interconnect to help either help or impede, my movement and my flexibility and my strength. Just understanding the inner workings of the body. You actually provide a lot of information to us about that. You help us actually even, with the exercises for stretching, you help us take our fingers and learn to actually locate and feel those different muscle groups and the traps and the, so forth. So that was very different for me than anything else I'd done. I would say that one of the areas I need the most work on is flexibility. And what I really love about you is that you're relentless about flexibility. You know how important it is. And that, some of us, it's just, for me, the weight work is really not hard. I mean, it's challenging, but it's not as challenging as the flexibility. That's the area I really need. I need support on, I need encouragement, and I need, sort of like, okay, we got to do more of this. We got to do more of this. So I truly appreciate that. I think you have a way of shaking up the exercises so that nothing becomes predictable, rote, boring. There are a lot of classes where they do almost the same routine over and over and over again. And it's hard to maintain that same level of interest and you know, really jumping in. You don't do that. You surprise us constantly with, you know, yet another way to work the glutes or, you know, something, some other part of our body. So I love that. I would say another couple of things, you also provide individualized attention to us. You start the classes by asking us if there are any particular issues that we're experiencing. Particularly, I would say on a Monday, you know, after a weekend of you know, whatever activities we're doing, and you listen to us, and then you either make some adjustments or you provide additional help, you know, on certain exercises, you know, maybe making an adjustment so that we succeed a little bit more, but taking care of the area that might be tender or you know, strained or whatever. So I think that that's wonderful. And finally, I would say that for me, one thing I like about the program is you're not asking us to have like a whole gym here at home. I mean, I have a roller, some straps, you know, some flexible straps, a few weights, a lacrosse ball, and very little else, you know, and yet we do what I consider to be, you know, a very intensive and vigorous and you know, varied workout. But it does not require sophisticated equipment. And when some of our colleagues are traveling in a motel room or hotel room or whatever, you even help us improvise, you know, what we can pick up and use instead of weights, or how we can use a towel for exercises, etc. So I think that kind of, you know, creativity in the moment is also good and helps us, you know, continue to be successful. So I'll stop there. I don't know. I probably had a couple of other things. One other thing I did skip. I think the emphasis on me understanding also I mean, I know this intellectually, but I'm feeling it now physically, is that I had not paid enough attention to my core. And that is incredibly important for pottery. And so now I feel much more stable. I feel like I can do the heavy lifting. A bag of clay weighs 25 pounds. A box of clay weighs 50 pounds. So, you know, we have to be careful when we're picking those up and carrying them from one point to another. Leaning over a pottery wheel is physically, you know, taxing. So your emphasis, constant mantra of core, core, core is also helpful in that respect. So.
Thank you. That's great to hear. We got to make sure we don't make you become the designated clay box carrier.
No.
Can't say that too loud, so your colleagues hear that. Like, oh, we heard you bragging. You mind carrying those 3 boxes?
No, but you know what I learned is that what you do is you open that 50-pound box and you take each bag out 25 pounds at a time. Don't try to schlep the 50-pound box. I mean, you know.
Right. It's the whole taking as many grocery bags as you can from the car scenario. You know, some of us just won't ever figure that out.
Yeah, exactly.
So that already goes into the next thing I was going to ask, is just thinking about, after having implemented the program now for quite some time, what do you feel is the direct outcome for you yourself?
Well, I feel that and I'm not, this is not hyperbole. I feel that I'm in the best shape I've been in since perhaps my mid to late 30s. I honestly believe I am overall stronger than I've been in a long time. Safer, safer meaning, you know, I can do activities without fear of injury or actual injury. You know, I have a level of confidence in myself that I would say is also important. You know, one personal note, I lost my husband a couple of years ago, and that was a devastating blow to me. You know, I know that emotionally, that was a tremendous setback for me. So part of this workout has even helped me feel a lot of confidence in myself to now, I live alone, I feel safer in my house. I feel like I can just go about doing all the activities that I really want to do. I mean, and just, I'm just more comfortable in my skin now, so to speak. And I thank you for that.
You're very welcome. It sounds like that comfort is the outcome, that's really helped change your life. And that's what we want to continue on with that, which is really cool. This next question, I think, where do you think you would be right now had you not? So we just talked about the outcome and really how it's changed your life. Now, what if, you hadn't made that call or you hadn't taken that opportunity to try the classes? Where do you think you'd be now?
I'm not sure. I would say that would probably be still making some of the same mistakes that I had been making previously. And that was, like overworking certain parts of my body and not paying attention to others. I was already starting to develop a chronic problem with the knee that has totally resolved now. So I would say, I think back to when I was almost having these feelings like, oh my gosh, am I, becoming an old lady? I mean, I do not want that. And so I kind of believe that I might have been running into sort of that cycle of, oh, I've injured my knee, let me go get some physical therapy. And then the physical therapy works a certain part of your body, but it's not the total body transformation that I feel like I've had with you, Will. So it's still like a cycle, where you work that and then you go and you injure something else because you're not paying attention to everything like you have to. So that's what I think I might have fallen into. And, now I have a lot of places I want to go, a lot of mountains I want to climb. And so that's what I think I'm in shape to do now.
Awesome. That is awesome. So if you can think anybody that's watching this right now or might be, still figuring out if they want to make that call or set up a meeting to kind of book and see what they're doing, if you could give any recommendations or advice to anyone or anything you could say to someone sitting on the fence, what would you say?
I would say that, join this program because it didn't even take me this long, but I would say within, a few weeks' time, you will be so startled at the at how different your body will feel, at how much safer you are, more confidence in yourself to do the activities that you want to do. I feel like I feel more optimistic about the future. And so I think that's a direct result of this class. And, I think that people have everything to gain by, particularly someone, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know all the different programs that are out there, but this one is like, has just changed my life. So I would say give it a try, particularly if you feel like you have just kind of stalemated into the same kinds of workout routines and you are, experiencing some chronic issues, in certain parts of your body and you're not sure why. I think you can correct those now if you join a program like this one and get yourself on a better path.
Great. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story. We have many more mountains to climb, which I'm excited about. And definitely talk soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Will. I really appreciate you and your work so much. So thank you.
Hey everybody, Will again. And if you enjoyed that interview and would like to achieve the same results, I invite you to book a call. The goal here is not only to book this call to see if my program can help you, but more importantly, understand what are the goals that you're looking to accomplish, what is the time frame that is most realistic, and how can I most effectively help you. Again, Will Myers with the Myers Impact Team. I would love to bring you onto this journey and help you step by step to achieve your health and fitness goals. Stay tuned for the next video, stay tuned for the next testimonial, and this is your time. Book this call and let's go ahead and get you started. See you soon.
In fact, I was just talking to another woman at the pottery about this. She and her husband do they do yoga online I think with a trainer, but she was talking about how she has lost so much bone mass. And I said, I don't know. I said, are you doing any weight training? Are you doing resistance bands, something that targets bone density? I mean, this could also be other kinds of things causing that loss of bone mass. But I know that if you don't have any of that going on, then you're not helping your bones. I was born with strong bones. I don't have too much of a problem with bone mass. And now I can't wait for my next DEXA scan because I think it's going to be even better than it was, which was pretty good. So anyway, but yeah.
Looking forward to a DEXA scan. How many people could say that, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, maybe that's something else, a soundbite you can take out and put in somewhere. I'm like, Marsha's looking forward to her next DEXA scan.